Andy sits 14th. This is Gerald Spohrer in quite a little tussle here.
Come here, big girl. That's why we. That's a 7, a 4, and at least a 5. Right here, baby. Same spot.
5 pounds, 2 ounces.
5'2", this one spot.
5'2", baby. I pull up. I ran over here because I caught 2 big fish here earlier. And I pull up another big pre-spawner. I pull up, first tree I flip on, 5 pound. Here we are, first morning of the Bass Pro Tour event. Here on Sam Rayburn. This place is near and dear to my heart. It's the closest event that I have to home. I fished team tournaments here. I've fished federation events here. This is kind of one of my early stage legs to tournament fishing, and I'm really excited to come here and have a professional event here. Haven't been here in a couple years, but I went right back to same old history. Practice was tough for me. But after seeing the score tracker yesterday, I realized that I actually had a pretty good practice. I came here with very high expectations because of the weights and events leading up to this thing. So I was thinking, man, you're just gonna need to catch a ton of fish to even have a chance. And I just was not seeing that. I felt like I fished a lot of really good stuff historically, and just wasn't getting the results in practice that I expected. But yesterday's score tracker really relieved me a lot. It only took like 9 pounds, I think, to be right at that 20 cut line. So not worried at all about that. I should easily be able to go catch. I was thinking I should be able to go catch about what the leader caught yesterday. Hopefully it doesn't get too much easier on these guys. I wanted to stay tough because I felt like I concentrated more so on fish that tend to bite the most and are less affected by frontal conditions, and that's way north up the river. Those fish are river style fish. They're more aggressive by nature, and to me that felt like the safest bet. Was the safest bet with an every fish counts format. So I hope that stays true. I was real excited. Something I saw the very end of practice is I noticed the fish were blowing up on shad within the cypress trees. They weren't really sitting on the cypress trees. They were chasing shad all around them. That tells me there's a lot of fish in my area. There's a lot of non-scorables. So you have to, about every other fish or every third fish is a scoreable, which is over 2 pounds. And so I got to weed through them. I got to catch a bunch of them to succeed. So here's day one. We got an hour drive. We're sitting in the parking lot. They're letting us trailer this tournament. And I got 53 minutes, 49 miles to get all the way up to the north end of the Angelina River. And we're gonna launch the boat up there, and hopefully we'll be getting there. They're gonna let us go at 7:45, so that should put us getting there sometime around, I'm sorry, it's 6:45 they're gonna let us go. Shows a 7:27 arrival time if we would leave now. So we'll probably get there with about 20 minutes before lines in. So I'll have to launch the boat and run to my first starting spot, idle to get through the timber, and then whenever I get to my spot, wait for lines in. So we're gonna try to get there and get set up before the actual lines in so we don't lose any fishing time. So we still got a lot of time ahead of us. We gotta take our time, be safe on the road, and then I gotta make sure I get to where my fish are, which is several miles from the boat ramp, without tearing anything up there either. So let's see what happens. cool. Did you see that bite?
6 fish caught.
There you go. Cool. There we go. Gotta make a move. Keep swimming this jig, baby.
3 pounds, 15 ounces.
4-pounder, baby. Boom.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lights out.
It's like a little point that sticks out of the mouth of that cove. You can see it's a little buckbrush point that sticks out right there. They like that kind of stuff over here. These long straight banks that don't have any irregularities to them, you'll go. That's why I'll fish through them fast. But when I get to a little area like that, I try to hit everything because they'll just get on something like that. Those little hard points that stick up. That's why buckbrush grows on them a little further out, because it's a little harder bottom that comes out a little bit further. It's kind of the same thing right here, what's in front of us. So.
Minute and a half.
Good score.
2 pounds, 2 ounces.
Yeah, this is just a homemade swim jig with a big old heavy braid hook in it. I'll just put a little grub on here, and since I'm skipping it a lot, a little dab of glue just to help keep it together. And that'll last. I mean, that's the first time I've changed the trailer today. It'll last all day. And I got it on 50-pound Seaguar Smackdown with a 7-foot heavy quantum smoke rod and an 8-to-1 high speed quantum smoke reel. And all you're trying to do is trigger a reaction bite, getting it around this cover. And the swim jig is the
yeah, you get bit.
yeah.
How much, if you, I mean, you need at least another 14 to feel comfortable going into tomorrow, or do you think you're going to move on?
Oh, yeah, I think I'll move on, but I'd like to win the round.
Mm-hmm.
Go straight to the top 10 day.
Mm-hmm.
3, 2, 1. Lines in.
That's a good one. Big one. Yeah. Choked it. Boom.
3 pounds, 3 ounces.
There we go. Solid 3-pounder. Threw the, pitched that swim jig way back in there where it's really hard to get to, and we're trying to catch. Guys are fishing these areas and stuff, and it's all about making a cast that most people aren't making. I'm just pitching this swim jig back in that heavy cover, and you saw that's why I had it on braid. That thing had me all in the woods. I got him out of there. Just skipping it back in there and shaking it. Come here, big girl. That's why we came back over here. Bam! That's a 7, a 4, and at least a 5. Right here, baby. Same spot.
5 pounds, 2 ounces.
5'2", baby. I pull up. I ran over here because I caught 2 big fish here earlier. And I pull up another big pre-spawner. I pull up, first tree I flip on, 5 pounder. That's it. Come on, let's win this. Backed up. So am I. I'm shaking. My boat official's shaking. My cameraman's probably shaking. Last minute little move. I said, man, we got to go back. It's just too much of a coincidence. I caught 2 big fish right here this morning when they weren't biting. Something's up with this little area. It's holding them. The right ones. Put a little super glue on there because I'm aggressive, very aggressive. Get out of there. That's just going on. I was like, come on, man. Every one of them goes to the sticks. Oh no.
Non-scoreable. 114.
Oh no, he's too skinny. Let's try him again. Just to make sure.
Second attempt.
Oh, 2 pounds.
2 pounds, 0 ounce, scoreable.
Lucky. That's lucky. Oh man.
Out of here, it's working. Speaking of Spohrer, he caught a 4, a 5, and a 7, all in the same general area to sit 2 pounds back.
He did all of the fish catching up there that we saw from him was on a white swim jig, and he was swimming it around, mainly around the cypress trees, but some of them came out of just the brush, but we saw him catch some really, really good ones.
Big girl.
Like this 5 pounder
That's why we
right
came
here.
back over here. Bam!
That one occurred in the 3rd period.
That's a 7, a 4,
5-2 there for
at least a
Spohrer.
5.
Tack on the 7 that he caught.
Right here, baby. Same spot.
Nice 5-2. The most quality bass